Hello and welcome to The Dog Ate My Homework, when we explore the social issues and stories that happen in our lives. Here, your favorite host, Javier Reina, your friend to the distance. Please go for a coffee because we are going to start with a new social issue. Today, I want to talk you about NEET, a social phenomenon that has grown by leaps and bounds in recent years. To discuss this important topic, I am joined by Dr. Ralish Alzan, an experienced psychologist with over 20 years of expertise in researching adolescent and young adult behavior. Dr. Alzan, it's a privilege to have you on the show today. Welcome. Thank you very much to you, Javier, for the invitation. You're welcome, Dr. Ralish. Well, Dr. Ralish, please explain us what is the NEET people. Well, Javier, NEET people can be translated like non-employed, educated, or trained people. Socially, it's a phenomenon that presents in the adolescents and young people. In another time, the society called them lazy people, no? No, well, okay, yes and no. The NEET people have itself two categories, the passive needs and the active needs. It's not the same the needs that the environment difficult their access to a job or education. In this case, we call as needs active, and the needs that don't do any effort to achieve some position or that want to study, we call them passive needs. Oh, okay, Dr. Ralish, I understand well. I have another question. Why the needs number have increased in the last year in Colombia? What is the reason or the reasons? Javier, the need people have multifactorial causes, and I'm going to explain you in your show three of these. Number one, the environment of the country after the COVID pandemic affect the need indirectly. Colombia, as all the countries, decreased its economy's number. Unemployment was in the highest level, and the measures taken by the current government have not been enough to improve it. Number two, the social media. The social media shows to the young people alternative income sources, but now social media is a very competitive area and not all the people shine there. In the most recent study, we asked to the adolescents what would lie in their adult lives. Most of Latin answered that they would like to be influencers or maybe be YouTubers. And the number three, focusing Colombia, the government doesn't support the private investment in the private sector. The private sector doesn't see with good eyes the policies and the taxes reform that the Petros government implement. And now, by the second time, the government proposed another taxes reform. The investment in the private sector decreased 29% in the last year for these reasons. Dr. Ralish, thank you very much for your explanation. I visualize that the investment private sector will continue decreasing, and for this same reason I predict that the needs people will increase. No? A possible solution could be to call the reference of the private sector and build a plan between the public and the privates. But it's important that the governments will be agile and fast. A stitching time saves 9, you know? Yeah, I agree with you, Javier. Two heads thinks better than one. I think that another possible solution could be that the government works fast in the economic reactivation. Yeah, Javier, and I would like that the government provides security to the investors and implements more education plans. Although, how I say you, nobody can force the young people to make a decision. Of course, Dr. Ralish, if the young people then make a decision, nobody can force them. Dr. Ralish, the time is over. Thank you very much for your guide and information. Here is your home, have a good night and have a good night to all our audience. Javier, thank you for the invitation. And for all the people, thank you for listening. Bye, Dr. Ralish. Bye, everyone. Tomorrow, another social issue here in the Dog in My Homeworld. Have a good night.